Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Weimer. I teach 3rd grade at PLE. I have decided to go ahead and build my 5 tools for our end project in my archived files and courses. So I am right now in my science archive courses, and I did 3 of mine for my forces in motion unit. So I'm going to show you those right now. I have kind of built up this unit a little bit, and so I've added things to it. These are some videos I have found. My first project is observing objects in motion. This is a discussion that 3rd graders will be put with a partner. The objective is that they are able to predict the future motion of an object that's in motion and understand that objects in motion have direction and they have strength. So what they're being asked to do is to pick an object in our classroom that they can put in motion. And I'm hoping that they are going to be able to video record it and angle and set their Chromebook up at the right angle so they can record it, their object in motion, and then explain the predictability of that motion. And then when they have their video posted, they will then be asked to go make other comments on at least 3 other videos. My end in mind is that by this time in our year, when we hit this unit, they will have already had discussions about a good digital citizen comment. So we'll have already had discussions on how to make appropriate comments. My second project that I created was this magnetism experiment. Really, it is just built and set up similar to our experiment that we did with Julie's week 1. They're going to be working with a partner, and this is all about magnetism. My objective for this experiment was they are having to come up with a solution to a problem using magnets. So the situation that was given to us in our curriculum is holding 2 objects together using magnets, or having magnets pull another object towards another one. In the past, I have had students tape magnets to the top of toy cars and talked about how the poles will push the cars away from each other or connect to each other, and that's kind of what I'm probably going to end up doing, is have that discussion in person with them, and then as they're going through the steps, kind of like we did, they'll be filling out this magnetism experiment. My third project that I built was this media album. It's magnetic and non-magnetic items. So they are individually going to create their own Google Draw, and they must have 3 items that will attract to a magnet and 3 items that will not attract to a magnet. So that is what I have, those 3 for my force in motion unit. Now I'm going to go and show you what I have for plants and animals. For plants and animals, this is a unit that I've built up a lot from that I utilized Schoology a lot for last year. But for this class, I went ahead and added a few things. This is another media album. Kind of similar, mimicking what Julie's had us do, but it's they are going to have to look at each animal picture and comment on at least 4 of the animal pictures, and in their comment they need to name which animal classification group the animal belongs to and name a characteristic of that animal group. And this falls in line with the objectives in our science curriculum for being able to classify and name animal groups in the classification. So that's the objective for this one. Another one that I have just recently created was a Padlet. And our Padlet here has to do with the same unit with plants and animals. They are going to go to this Padlet. I'm going to give them adaptive and inherited trait cards, and they've got to be able to sort them. So with a partner, they are going to sort their cards into a group that those traits are adaptive or those traits are inherited from the parents. And then what they're going to do with their Chromebook is once they have their cards sorted in their 2 groups, they are going to take a picture other card sort and then upload it to our Padlet. And then we're going to have discussions about why this group chose to put that trait in that group, or why do you think this trait was an adaptive trait, and why was this trait an inherited trait. So that is my plans for this Padlet. I've not actually uploaded Padlet into Schoology, so I'm not 100% sure if I've done it right, because I know when Julie had us go to Padlet, her Padlet was embedded on the screen, and for whatever reason, I've tried multiple times, I cannot quite get it embedded. So they're going to have to do another extra click to get to our actual Padlet. So those are my 5 traits, or I'm sorry, my 5 projects. This adaptive and inherited traits follows along with the objective that students need to be able to categorize and sort adaptive and inherited traits from the parents. This was a Padlet, and then I also have my media album. And then if I go back, that's 2. I go back to my Forces in Motion. I had 3 projects there. I had my discussion with a video response option, and our magnetism experiment, and then another media album where they're going to create their own Google Draw. I encourage everyone to really use Schoology this next year. I love it. I am using it more and more, and my students last year in 3rd grade really loved it. So thank you, Julie. I'm learning so much from you. Thanks.